Hello everybody and welcome back to Avon Valley. It is now April. We have sold all of our silage. We have made a whopping $600,681. So we're about to head up to the mall, for lack of a better word, and we are going to buy the BGAs. So here we go. We need to make some money so that I can replace this tractor, because I do not care for it. Looks like we need to hit our field with a little more fertilizer. This really is quite a large field. We may be able to split it in half if we need to plant a crop that will get us some straw. All right, here we go. Pulling up. $512,000. And yes. Okay. Wow, look at all the stuff it takes. Hang on, let's go into here. And here's our BGA. We can put silage, slurry, manure, sugar beet cut. Those are the four that you can put into pretty much every BGA. And then we have whole sugar beets and potatoes. And I'm assuming that the little icon on the side means that that's what it makes the most of. Yeah. So if there's a methane icon next to it, that means that it makes more methane than anything else. These two will make more digestate than methane. And I guess there's nothing that makes more electricity. They all make the same amount of electricity per cycle. Well, all right then. So we can put hay, grass, or chaff. So yeah, it looks like silage is our best bet. And we can put straw in it and get digestate out. And that's also good because we want digestate. So we're going to be putting in silage, and once we get some cows, some slurry and manure. And then we will also put whatever straw we have left over after we put straw in for the cattle's bedding. We'll put that into the BGA and make more digestate. And then we're going to send our digestate back to our field products factory, and we're going to use it here to make fertilizer. So for every 3,000 digestate we send over, we get 1,500 liters of solid fertilizer, which is 2 to 1. And that's pretty standard for turning digestate into solid fertilizer. All right. So we need to go down here, actually, first thing, to our field products factory. We are still making silage from potatoes. I don't think there's any grass left in there. Let's see. No grass left. We do have some hay, but we're using that to make total mixed ration. We have 225,000 liters of silage. So, and we have plenty of total mixed ration to start when we get some cows. So we've turned off total mixed ration. Good. I'm just trying to remember where we were because there was a day where I didn't record, so I kind of forgot exactly where we were. All right, we're going to stop. We've stopped making total mixed ration. That's good. We have enough. So yeah, we're going to go over here to silage, and we are going to distribute it. That will send it over to the BGA, and we're going to come up here, and these are all on. So we're going to turn these off because we will get hit with Wow, those production costs are something. All right, so we don't have any slurry, we don't have any manure, we don't have any sugar beet cut, we don't have any straw yet. We could send some hay over, I suppose. Wow, you can actually just put grass straight into the BGA. That's pretty cool. Of course, it's better if you turn it into silage first. You're going to get more out of it if you turn it into silage first, because silage is a one-to-one transformation. You go from 1 liter of grass to 1 liter of silage, so it's a lossless system. All right. So we've done everything we can right now. We're going to get that working for us. It should send silage over at 8:30. It should also send over some potatoes and some sugar beets at 9 o'clock. So we're left with $88,601. We're going to, once we get back over to the yard, such as it is, we are going to take a look at cattle enclosures, and we're going to see what we have. So I think we have enough room there between the open gardens and the field to still leave room to turn around. And well, maybe not. There's not as much room there as I thought. We'll have to kind of do a test placement of any cattle barn we look at. All right, so we're going to look at cattle barns real quick and see what the cost is, see what the sizes are. I don't think we need more than about 80 cows. I think 80 is going to be just about right, and there are several barns that give us 80 cows. So let's take a look. So these are our cow barns. That's 15 cows for $75,000. The base game prices are way out of whack. All right, these are a possibility. Oh, that's 40 grand. It's also very large. We could take up part of our field, I suppose. But the one bad thing about this barn is that it's not plumbed. You have to give your cows water. And we have talked about water and paying for water. And I suppose if you have a cow barn that's plumbed in, it automatically charges you for water every month, so you don't have a whole lot of choice there, but that's not bad. Why is it charging me $42,722 to put this on almost perfectly level ground? That's a little silly. Oh well. It's like one of the easy sheds. It doesn't matter if your ground is perfectly flat, level or not. It's always going to sink it down into the ground about a foot. So then you have to go back and smooth, and it's the big open pavilion barn thing, the easy shed. It drives me crazy because I like to use it. It's a great shelter, but dang. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. That's 50 cows, and that's too expensive. That's a very odd cow shed. It's 104. That would be fine. It's only 40. Yeah. Yeah, I believe that we don't have quite enough money. So we are going to, today, we're going to fertilize this grass field. And then I think we're going to turn half of it into an oat field so that we have straw for both the BGA and for the cows. So we're going to divide this in half. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to do that long ways or across. I think we're going to do it across. And truth be told, I could probably get away with a smaller grass field. But I want to make sure I have plenty of BGA fodder. Oh, let me get in the tractor. And then that way. I want to be able to see where I am on the field by looking at the mini map down in the left-hand corner. Over a little bit more. Yeah, that's about right. It's not quite half. We'll leave the half to my right as a grass field, and then we'll plant oats in the half to my left, which is a slightly larger. Yeah, that's still a big grass field. Okay. So we'll still get 150, 200,000 liters out of that every time we mow it, which will be just fine. All right, so let me get into landscaping, construction. And we're going to zoom out. I'm just resigned myself to the fact that I am going to make this crooked, and there's nothing I can do to change that. And I just have to chalk that up to my failures as a human being and learn to live with it. Ooh, that's a little bigger. I like the autosave mod a lot, but it always interrupts me at the worst time. Alright, now I'm going to try the trick where I hold down my mouse button and it still wasn't straight. So, I don't know. I give up. All right, now we have a divider. I think I'll do one more, and I'll do it on the oat side. This time I'm going to come up here and just pull it back towards me. We use the mouse, which works okay too. Man, if you're a whiz with this editor, I'm in awe of you. Because I am not, and I find it difficult to use. Alright, we're not going to be too picky. That's a good divider. We got grass on the right. We're going to have oats on the left. So let's hop into our seeder. And let's get some oats planted. Come on, money. Daddy needs some cows and a faster tractor. I always zoom out too far and then I can't see what I'm doing. but it's easier to drive when I'm zoomed out. It's a trade-off. There we go. We are filled with seeds. Make sure we're on the... And the reason I'm planting oats is not because they're any, it's not because I love oats or I think they're going to bring us a lot of money because they're oats. It's because they grow very quickly, and we should have some straw. That's the crop that will give us straw in the least amount of time. So that's why we're planting oats. Plant my oats for me, please. I'll come back and fix that later. Well, the worker thinks he's done. He's really not, but he thinks he's done. So We'll clean up the rest of this and then we'll get it all fertilized. We only have 82 liters of seeds left. Hope I make it. Direct drills are just the best, aren't they? I mean, to be able just to drill a whole new crop right into that existing field of grass, oh, it just makes life so much nicer. And I think we have some spots going up on this side as well that didn't, yeah, there's a whole strip there that didn't get planted. Hope I got enough seeds. I think I do. I love how the planters will just not dispense seed. Cedar. This is a cedar, not a planter. Just want to make that perfectly clear to everyone. I know the difference. I just think it's funny that they won't actually dispense any seeds if there's already seeds in the ground. Wouldn't it be nice if planters or cedars in real life were like that? They're not. Alright, let's go get our fertilizer spreader. Get it filled up. Well, it doesn't look like the grass is actually taking any fertilizer, so we're going to turn that off. We'll come back and check that. Oh, and you know what? This is not going to need any fertilizer either, because there was a grass field there. And grass fields will give you a fertilizing stage. So, let me check. Yep, that says 100% fertilized on the grass field. And 100% fertilized over here. Uh-oh. We have weeds growing. We're going to need a weeder. Next time. We'll either use a weeder next time, or if we don't get to it, or if we just don't want to do it with a weeder, we can always spray them down later. Our yield will suffer somewhat, but, you know, it's a trade-off. All right, well, nothing needs fertilized. So let's check on the status of our system over here. We have 501,000 liters of hay. Ah, looks like we've shipped a whole bunch of silage over to the BGA. Let's check. All right, so in the BGA, we have 205,000 liters of silage out of a possible 1 million. That's a really nice capacity. Of course, we don't have any slurry or manure yet because we don't have any cows yet. Sugar beets, potatoes, chances are we would have to sit here and watch it to see those potatoes and sugar beets come through. They do come through. They just get used up very quickly. Straw, we don't have any of that yet. Hay, we're not. Well, I guess we could do some hay. The problem is that it's a 1 million liter capacity, so it's going to ship most of our hay over here if we put that on distribute. So we're just going to turn these off for now. And right now, we are only operating on silage, sugar beets, and potatoes. Mostly silage, but that's okay because silage is our best formula. And let's see what we've got here. We've got digestate, 7,000 liters of digestate already. I've got that set to distribute. And then over here in our field products factory, I'm going to turn on solid fertilizer from digestate. So at the top of the next hour, it will ship all of that digestate over here, and it will make solid fertilizer. And it will continue to do that throughout the month. So I think that's a good place to end this episode. We've got a field of oats now, so we're almost real farmers. We still have our good field of grass here. It's smaller, but it should supply us with plenty of grass. In the next episode, I hope to have enough silage here to be able to sell a couple of loads and then be able to afford some cows. Either that, or we will have enough solid fertilizer here to sell and perhaps become multimillionaires. See, the thing about fertilizer is, let's go over here real quick. If we look on our list of things to sell, sometimes solid fertilizer will appear in the list, other times it will not. Most of the time it does, so there it is. And it has a price, $16.39. But that's all our stuff. So the game sells fertilizer for about twice that price. And I think what the game does is it uses its price to calculate what you get when you put something on auto sell. So when we get enough in there, we're going to put it on auto sell, and we should get somewhere in the neighborhood of 3,000 per 1,000 liters. So do the math there. You don't have to have a whole lot of fertilizer to make a whole lot of money. We can discuss the ethics of that in the comments if you'd like. This is something I wanted to do to just kind of get it out there that this can make you a lot of money if you want to do it. I'm not going to do it in every video series that I record. Obviously, it will shut the game down. I mean, it won't shut the game down, but we're going to have so much money all of a sudden that, then you're going to spend most of your time just kind of decorating and buying new stuff. And, you could expand the farm. You could buy more fields. You could plant. You could get bigger and bigger equipment. But you're just going to keep making more money. So within a couple of years, we would have about $10 million, I think. So, at this point, we're gonna work this until we get that first big shipment of money, and then we'll make a decision from there. But this series has been a really good learning experience for me. I'm figuring out how this whole YouTube thing works, and if you're with me, I sure appreciate it. If you're watching me flounder and learn, God bless you. I appreciate that. I would also appreciate a thumbs up or a like or a subscribe or a comment, anything to show me that you're out there and that you're watching. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.